Mahomes, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Mayfield. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 76 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again.
Out quickly to Judy.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This is the tight end Fant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down. Now Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go with Chubb on second down. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Caught here by Bell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Mayfield now. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Ben Euro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos are about set to go on offense.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Kaepernick to throw.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Get ready, get ready.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans, as they'll have to do battle with the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Then, on Sunday night, the Niners making their second appearance of the year on Sunday night. This time, they host Indianapolis at 8:20 Eastern. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Broncos. And they were able to find some success running the football, which is something they'll need to continue to do in a close game like this one. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Kaepernick now on first down.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Kaepernick.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Flush to his right.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 37.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Mayfield off the play fake.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Browns are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, they've got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
That'll bring up second down. Kaepernick now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick.
Got a man, it's Jeudy, complete.
Past the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Jerry Jeudy.
73 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
For Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Switch up.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. Now Kaepernick.
Over the middle, complete to Jeudy.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Broncos on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To throw is Kaepernick. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Touchdown! Austin Hooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Hamler now to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Judy.
And it's third down. Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw, Kaepernick. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 2.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:35 to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Now Mayfield.
He's got Landry, and he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Pass complete to Chubb.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Pass caught by Hooper. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mayfield.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Mayfield.
There goes a deep ball. End zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's Baker.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He completes it to Beckham. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
One last shot for Mayfield here.
And he'll get this underneath to Bell.
And he's brought down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Broncos, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Coming up, the Washington football team visits Denver. They'll square off for just the 15th time in a rematch of Super Bowl 22. It's Week 8, and it's headed your way next.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Washington football team. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Williams a week ago, 11 carries, 67 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. KJ Hamler. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking. to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Pat Surtain up to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And Thomas has it. He finds some open field here. Shoves him away. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 36, Fitzpatrick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Fitzpatrick. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bates. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Hamler now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Williams. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
What's the deal, y'all?
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out,
all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 82 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots on it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And it's... Incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
These two teams all tied after one. Third and short yardage, Fitzpatrick. Completes it to Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 12, Fitzpatrick. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
And we get another look now at this Broncos offense.
The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And Washington has taken the lead.
These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run on first down. Williams looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, Kaepernick.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Kaepernick now to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Hamler now to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going the long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. To throw, Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Williams.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Touchdown, Washington! Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Kaepernick. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Fitzpatrick. And incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, Kaepernick again.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
They'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Kaepernick now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick.
Out quickly to Judy.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Jerry Judy.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And the Washington offense heading out.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 39 yards there. A big one. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick on first down. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 6. Play, and that'll bring up second down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. A
throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Kaepernick to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. This to McLaurin out on the left side. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Fitzpatrick to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 36 yards.
And Washington has once again taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10.
Finding Sutton.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. To throw is Kaepernick. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Kaepernick to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Back to throw, Kaepernick. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first. He'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time is a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. 1st down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A give running right, Gibson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Fitzpatrick.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Fitzpatrick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball.
And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.